Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly if you're new, and today I'm going to show you all the plushies that I've made recently in the color pink. I have chose the color pink because I felt like I had a lot of pink in there. As usual, when I go to do it, I don't have as much as you think I do. But also, I just got accepted into a strawberry festival, but that is next May, but it's on my brain. So I kind of wanted to make some pink things to kind of get it off because my next market is in October. It is August right now. And so I'm trying to get all the pinky strawberry things out of my brain so that I can focus on spooky things. As always, I will list designers in the description, and I am currently trying to get all of my quick makes in all the different rainbow colors. I want to make sure that when I go into these markets, even the spooky one in October, that I am prepared for any color that somebody would want. So I'm going to start with those because any color video, I'm always going to have a couple of those because those are my go-tos. And those are the ones that I always have on the table ready to go because they're also my big sellers. The exception to that rule is like I don't make pink possums, although I sell a lot of possums. And things like the Perry the Platypus and stuff like that, they're always the same color. I haven't tried to make a pink possum or a bee. Let me take that back. I did try to make a couple of colored bees, and like the pride bees do really good, but any other color, nobody wants it just yellow and black. They only want yellow and black. So I've learned to stick with just the yellow and black. I've rambled. I wrote out my thoughts so I wouldn't sit here and ramble, and yet here I am rambling. Quick makes. Let's get into it. So of course, have to start with the axolotl. This is what like the basic color of the axolotl is. Like if you were to buy a real life axolotl, most of them are these colors, like the pinkish. I have seen a black one, which is really cool looking, but this one is Crochet by Jenna. So this one definitely needs to be in all the different colors of the rainbow. Let me show you what else I got. This one is also Crochet by Jenna. I don't make a lot of these. However, I kind of, after my spooky market, it gets into like holiday stuff. So I want like cold weather, like was my thought. So I made a little penguin, also Crochet by Jenna. I think I have a blue one and a gray one, of course. Okay, so the next is, see, I made a strawberry turtle. And this is just the turtle that everybody makes. I am terrible at remembering while I'm sitting here what the names of the designers. I want to say Meg's Makes. But after I do this, I always go and double check all of the designers. And so pink turtle, and I put a little stem on it so it was a strawberry. I got to get all the strawberries out of my brain. But the turtle is another one that I need in all the colors. You never know what color somebody wants. You know what I mean? And then we'll do this one too. Rubber duck. I think I have quite a few of the colors of rubber duck. I should probably make one in this light pink. That would be really good. All the ones I have are very bright and like boom in your face. So I think before my next market, after the one in October, the next one is November. So actually the next two are in November, and then I'm done, and then there's no more markets for the rest of the year, which feels crazy. But to put 3, those feel almost like back to back because the one in October is 3 days. and cross my fingers, cross all the fingers, that it goes better than my last 3-day event. So, the time between those two markets need to be, I mean, I'm pretty much just going to be restocking stuff. So I need to make rubber duck. Okay, and then I think my last like quick makey thing that I want to make in all the rainbows is my drift by the Crochet Carpenter. He recently came out with a rift, and it's like this big. I like this size because I do make the Anchor the Octopus, and everybody's like, oh, it's so nice but so expensive. Yeah, so I make these guys, and the goal is, I think the next time I want to have Anchor the Octopus, and then, because I do Anchor the Octopus with the rainbows, I'll show you my rainbow one, and I want to have one in all the different colors of his tentacles, and then I can put, does that make sense? Is that a silly thing to do? That's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing. He can go right there. I made one for my purple video, and it sold almost immediately. So I need to make another purple one. We're not going to do another purple video. Although, now that we're talking about that, what color would you like me to do next? I was thinking orange or yellow, just because we're kind of getting into fall. But put in the comments, what color should we do next? Okay, so I made strawberries. Shocker, strawberries. This little baby one, I kind of tested out 2 different ones. Just to I was making pink, had strawberries on my brain. Which ones would I like better? So this one is DIY Fluffies. They have a lot of free things on their blog. So this is a free one from there. And they've got things like apples and pears, lots of fruits and stuff like that, but also birds and things like that. I love DIY Fluffies. So this is their strawberry. I could make it in blanket yarn and make it a little bigger, but my thought was to have a couple of different size strawberries for that event, right? So just like at my last PokeFest, I made little tiny Pokemon so that there was an option. So I wanted to make sure that there were little Pokemon that I can charge like $10 for. And then this bigger one, now this one comes with a mod to be a chocolate dipped strawberry. And I could put eyes on it. It didn't call for eyes. It has, but those were the options. And this one can be made in blanket yarn as well, but I kind of wanted color, use the same yarn so there was a accurate size comparison, so I was aware. You know what I mean? So like I probably charge like $25 for this one, especially if I dip it in chocolate. And this one I could do $10, maybe a little less. So those are the strawberries. Like I said, I got strawberries on the brain. And then I made some little dragons. These are both from Dr. Choco. And this pattern comes with, you can make little eggs to put them in. I don't make the eggs because I don't need the eggs. So this is the sitting one, and then this one is the flying one. I don't remember what it's labeled. But they're about the same amount of yarn and difficulty. So I charged 20 for both of them. This kind of resembles like the baby Pokemon body, except it's got little wings. So those are my 2 dragons. I really want to make, if you're a Studio Ghibli fan, I want to make a white one with a blue or a teal, and make it look like Haku. My daughter recently drew a sticker of him in dragon form, and it looks really cool. And I've made like 3D printed dragons that kind of look like that. And I only take my 3D printed stuff to like the winery, and when I do the Strawberry Fest, I'll take them. I have clicky strawberries. That'll be fun. Once we get closer, I will show you all of those. We're not talking about that. We're talking about pink today. I have to reel myself back in. That's why I made notes. Let's see if that helps. Dragons. Dr. Choco. It'll be in the description, but I made pink. I wanted to have different because I kind of had a lot of this. Oh, this is blank. These are blanket. These are made with blanket yarn. I had a lot of the bright pink, and this is that mystical. Let me see if you can see all the variegated, and then this is, what did I make? With this color. I made something recently with this color. That's because it was next to me, and I don't remember. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I made the Star Twins for my niece, and her hair was this color. I didn't take pictures of that, but that's okay. And then then I've had this pattern for quite a while. I've made one, and so this is number 2. I immediately sold it. I was like, whoo, they asked me at my event, do you have any sharks? I'm like, yeah, I have a shark. It was yellow. Why I made yellow, I don't know. But I wanted to bring it back out, and so I made a pink one. I need a bunch of these. I need a bunch of these for sure. And then I don't remember who the designer is, but I will make sure. And then I wanted to make a bunch of food, and then I was like, I'm gonna make a bunch of food. And I mean, it doesn't really sell at my markets or like the cons. So I stopped at the gummy bears. My brain completely just stopped. I have a bunch of different colors of the gummy bears, and so I'm really excited. But let's see, like they're about the same. So I could charge like $10 for these little gummies. Have them in a little basket. Do I have in my little basket? No, it's all the way over there. Yep, it's all the way over there. There's always something, isn't there? That's all the way over there, and I can't go get it. So, okay. And then I showed you the shark. And I was going through my list of things of what I can make, or what I have made in pink. And because I have a spooky thing coming up, I found a bat. This bat is Mama Stitchetti, and it is, I want to say it's no-sew or low-sew. I think I might have had to sew the wings on. But it's so cute. I really need, I have like a gray one and a black one, and I need a bunch more of these, I think. These definitely need to go to my spooky market. And then, so if you've been following along, I'm also making all from Jade's weighted buddies. So I do have a couple of those. I did make a pink elephant. You will see these again. Spoiler. And I made the pig. Pig is in the same. I got real carried away with this color yarn. This is one of the baby bears. And it was just so muted and pretty, and I just kept going. And then look, I Because like, look at what I did. I had these two colors next to me, and I just kept going and going and going and going and going and till I got sick of it. And this is about the time I got sick of it. This one is made with blanket yarn. Nope, not the same color. And so were all of these. This is made in that same, the same. I got carried away. Okay, so now the other thing I make, and I wanted to show you in pink, I do make, because I do cons and stuff like that, I did make a couple of pop culture things. I want to put the designers for all of the things so they get credit because they work really hard. However, there is a lot of controversy about making the more pop culture things, and I've had a lot of people like ask because they are working, they're trying to find ones that can go around it, and I can understand where people are coming from. They're scared to do copyrighted things. And if you do cons are kind of the gray area of that, because that's where you can sell your fan art. However, I can understand the hesitation. But also that makes me hesitate because I don't want to get the designers in trouble. Like, that's not my place, right? So I haven't decided whether I'm going to share the designer for these two or not. Leave in the comments. Should I? How do you feel about that? So I made Kirby. I have made like a Jigglypuff and like Mew. There's Pokemon and stuff like that I've made. And then I made the Sleepy Kirby, which is really fun. The hat is really fun to make. And then you see his feet are this way because he's ready to jump and go. And like I put them backwards so that he can be lying down. He's kind of lying down directly on his face, but that's okay. Okay, and so that's all I have. That's all I have for you for today. All the things I've made recently in pink, and a few things I've dug out of my Halloween bucket, because that's my next market, is my spooky market. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I currently am on a journey to getting monetized. And I know that sounds very cringy, but I do want to share and I want to get better. So if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe, it would mean the world to me. I also want to share how I do markets with a lot of people, because I feel like I do a lot of the same plushies, but my market style is different because I do markets and cons. Every crafter thinks that they do things. Oh, I can do that. I do things different. So if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye.